On right now, we're joined in by Aditi Pasari. She is the Joint Managing Director at Gulshan Polyols. Good afternoon, Aditi. It's always a pleasure to have you with us at NDTV Profit. First question I want to understand is from FY28 perspective. You plan to enter the specialty and the import substitution chemical segment. Now, what specific areas is the company actually targeting, and is there any kind of a guidance or numbers for that, Aditi?
Hi, Sharad. Thanks for having me here. Yes, that will be the next phase of our growth, and it will be in the specialty chemical segment. We are always looking at import substitutes whenever we want to add a new product, anything which is not yet being produced in the country, which is being imported in a large way. So we are in the process of identifying products and finalizing the project. We will give it out to our viewers as soon as we have finalized.
Understood. Hi, Varsha, this side, pleasure to have you. I just wanted to understand, I think the potential revenue that you're expecting from this project is around 1,000 or 1,500 odd crore. Is this the peak revenue? And also what timelines, should investors expect for the meaningful contribution?
Any new capex which we will be doing will be a mega project. And definitely, when we pick up a project, we are expecting at least turnover ratio of 2 to 3 times. So yes, 1,000 to 15 crore, 100 crores would be fair enough to say.
Right. And Aditi, also, talking about the current order book, which is around 1,250 odd crore of 18 crore liter. But you had applied for 23 crore liters and got lower allocation. Just wanted to understand what led to this shortfall, and how confident are you to close this gap of around 22 crore liters this year?
Considering the current orders that we have in our hand and the new tender which will be coming up, the new ethanol tender in the month of November, we are very confident that we will be able to do an order of 23, we will be able to receive orders of 23 crore liter of ethanol supply in the current financial year. Considering the boost of ethanol blending and the government's increased interest in blending ethanol. So we are very, very confident that in this financial year, we will be able to get orders of 23 crore liter, which will give us a revenue of almost 1,800 crore liter in the ethanol segment. Apart from that, the grain processing segment, we are confident we will be able to do a revenue of about 800 crores, and another 100 crores should be coming from the mineral processing segment. So all put together, for this financial year, we are forecasting a top line of about 2,700 crores.
Then Aditi, a lot of government initiatives are also being announced right now, especially on the flex fuels front. It's very nascent stage right now for India, but nevertheless, E25, E30 and even E100 pilots are going on. So how is your company projected, or is there any R&D happening here? Any kind of product announcements we can expect from it? And what are the large scale opportunities coming in, Aditi, from this?
So we are very happy that government is focusing on increasing blending. It is the way to go forward. CUC government has saved 40,000 crore in foreign exchange in this current year itself, with blending 20%. And as this blending increases, we are expecting the current requirement, which is about 1,200 crore liter, to go up to 3,000 crore liter in a year, which will almost save more than 1 lakh crore of foreign exchange for the government. And whatever this gets saved will basically go to the farmers. So it is a win-win for the government, and ethanol blending is the way forward for the industry and for the country. And as far as our company is concerned, we currently have capacity to produce 26 crore liter, and looking at the current scenario where government is pushing blending, we are looking at ramping up this capacity by another 30% in the next 1 year.
Right. And, considering the capacity expansion that you're doing, what's the estimated capex and how you're going to fund it?
This funding should be mostly a combination of debt and equity.
Okay, so
and expected capex would be about 100 crores.
Okay, so is internal accruals enough, or you're going to raise money?
We may see along the way, but internal accruals may be enough.
Understood. Understood. And also, you also talked about, the revenue guidance that you've given for FY27. how, I mean, what's the PAT margin is looking like? Can you see an, upwards growth when it comes to the PAT margin?
For FY27, we are expecting an EBITDA of about 11 to 12%.
Okay, understood. And Aditi, Q4 profitability, was without subsidy support. Should one assume that the core business is strong enough to, deliver that double digit of EBITDA margin without any policy benefits?
Yes, absolutely. The current operational margins would be 11% and above, and any subsidies which we will receive from the government will be on top of that.
Right. And also, I wanted to talk about the grain segment recovery. So, in the con call, you were mentioning that the worst is over for grain processing. Now, what are the early signs of recovery that you are seeing on ground?
So already we see that domestic prices have increased for all our products in this segment, which is sorbitol, starch, and fructose. This was mainly because the export, which had become unviable 2 years back, is again viable, and there is the domestic demands and the domestic prices for these products has improved. As a result, I see this segment, which was almost at a no profit, no loss kind of EBITDA margin. We should be looking at least 5% EBITDA margin from this segment alone in this year.
Understood. And also onto the minerals chemical stability. Now, so do you reckon that the margins will be at 24%? And how should one think about growth over here? Just, because this segment has been a stable cash flow business for you. So what is the growth expected when it comes to this counter for the next, 2 to 3 years?
See, this segment is, it's actually our legacy product. The company was started with this product. It is almost a 40-year-old product. It is not scalable, so we don't see any major growth coming from here, but the revenue and the bottom line will remain constant and stable.
All right, got that view. Well, thank you so much, Aditi, for joining in and having a conversation with us. A pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Well, this was Gulshan Poly outlining the growth prospects for the next 2 to 3 years. But let's also invite the guest for our show today, Avinash Gurashakhar.